When the Niners are at their best, they have a home run hitter in their backfield. It was Mostert when they went to the Super Bowl the first time under Kyle Shanahan. It was Deebo Samuel when they went to the NFC Championship game last season. Deebo's still on the team. I'm not sure if he's willing to do that. And if he's not, do the Niners have a home run hitter in their backfield?
Uh, no, especially backfield specifically, no. Elijah Mitchell, he put on muscle, so I don't expect him to be faster than he was last year. He put on more muscle, but it's not like we really needed him to be that player anyways. Everyone thought there was still be Debo to that extent, but I'm just looking up now. Who's going to be that home run hitter in the backfield? Is it going to be McLeod who does that? But is his body even built for that to really sustain?
I didn't see him line up in the backfield at all in OTAs.
Yeah, so that's I don't know. Are they going to look to give it just not the same degree in terms of volume as Samuel, but are they going to go back to Ayuk like they did in 2020? Because he had some capable moments where he had those little toss places running around in the backfield like that. But other than that, it's just like I'm thinking Mostert and Samuel. And what's the most consistent thing about them is speed and vision, especially Mostert. But there's no one. You got Ty Davis Price, who's supposed to be that bruiser, hard hitting back. I doubt he's going to be ripping off like 15 plus gainers at ease, unless the blocking is fantastic. And Mitchell, I'm sure they'll have their moments. But in terms of like anywhere near close to that, or even just homer and be like, this is a guy who's gonna take it to like 20 plus yards and really gas the defense. I don't know where that is. There's no one.
They're gonna say it's Ty Davis Price, right? But I just don't see it. He ran 4.4 something at 211 pounds. He's gonna put on 15 pounds, at least 10 pounds, before he plays with this team. I don't know. I don't think they have the home run hitter in the backfield. I think it's a mistake. I think they're gonna regret not adding this to this team. Because I don't think it's Lance. It's Debo. Essentially, it's Debo. And if they start losing games, they're going to have to go to Debo and say, look, dude, like this is the only way we win. We proved it last year. They could not win without Debo Samuel ripping off big runs from the backfield. That was the key to success. So, they're going to try to win different ways this year, but they've struggled to win without a home run hitter in the backfield since Kyle's been here. And I don't know about Ty Davis Price being that guy. So we'll see.
Yeah, and that's I really do wonder if desperate times really does come to desperate measures with that sense. And I averaged it out. I averaged it out in terms of like for a whole season how much volume, how many carries Debo would have gotten if he still sustained the same role. And I think it came to be like he would get 6 carries a game, which, you think about it, 6 carries isn't a lot, but for a wide receiver, it's kind of a lot. And you just kind of wonder, like, can we just get that in half? Maybe not necessarily early on in the season because, we don't want to wear him down like the first half of the season, but maybe slowly when the playoff starts coming and the teams think we're not using it anymore, that we integrate Debo on a couple of carries and see what happens. It doesn't even have to be where he's just straight up lined up next to Lance in the shotgun, or if he's just lined up in the backfield under center behind Lance. Just can we get something in that sense? To me, because you're pretty much diminishing his value. He's diminishing his own value and his own impact by not doing that. And the offense really, we talk about the offense getting unleashed or the ceiling being raised because Lance can move. Lance has an arm and stuff. But you kind of like also cut it down a bit for really not giving Debo that, some of those carries, especially since you don't really have anyone with home run ability.
Well, it seems like now, maybe a big reason the Niners needed home run ability from their running back was because they didn't have it in their quarterback. They didn't have it in their passing game. And you need it somewhere in your offense. So by default, it had to be in the running game. Now, theoretically, you have an explosive thrower. So maybe what they need now is just sort of like a grinded out running game, sort of which is what their passing game was the last few years, right?
Right.
Maybe. We'll see.
No, that's a good point. Flip it. Make a passing game the home run ability, and the running game just like we don't need it to be home run ability. We just need them to sustain drives, and if we rip one, we rip one. Great.
Yeah, good call.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, that's a good point.